So it's been a while since we've done our last review after the
last year.
last year, right? It's been a while,
so
so we're just here to touch base with you guys and give you advice. I'll give you GCSE students some advice, and Miss Ali here would give you some advice for the A-level students. So shall we start with you? Do some A-level advice, yeah.
I mean, mine is obvious. It's obviously right now is for year 13 students, the exams are nearing. It's crack down on exam practice as much as you can, as early as you can, to start going through past papers.
Can I just say something on behalf of some of the questions
Yeah.
from students I get? Application, right? These exam papers are mega hard, and sometimes the student don't know how to break down some of these problems. Can you give us a little bit of advice to share?
First thing is when you look at a question, you have to look, when you look at it, you have to trigger some sort of memory, like you've done something similar before. So when you notice that should give you some sort of calm and not panic.
Are you talking about identifying the topic?
Yes, or even a similar style of question. So if you recognize that, that's the first stage of the problem solving is done. So at least you know how to initially tackle the problem, what the initial step should be like. And as you dive into the question, as you're doing it, you will realize other maths that you need naturally will come to you, and you use that and you know.
If they had to focus on a few particular topics for A-level maths, what would those be? That the must-know topics, they have to do this because these questions are 100% coming up in one way or another, or even several times in a paper.
There's actually quite a few. If you're looking at...
I mean, we're talking about, let's say, a student, they want to get a medium grade. Obviously, if you want to get the grade A's, you're going to have to know everything. Yeah? That's a given. But a student who wants to just get a decent grade, scrape something in maths, what kind of topics can they focus on?
Functions, modulus graphs, ranges, domain.
What about calculus?
Binomial expansion. Calculus-wise, if for year one, I've seen that the year one calculus is coming up quite often, even in paper 2. Like there's one where they you have to work out the area underneath the graph. The function itself is given in terms of x's, which you can actually simplify into a year one polynomial and integrate using year one integration.
Now, a lot of schools are moving away from the year 12 exam. They're not doing external exams, they're all doing internal. So what about practice for those year 12 students? What can they use for practice?
In terms of the past papers which are available for edexcel or AQA, whichever exam board that you're doing in UK, you can only go back to 2017 when the new specifications started. But to get more exam papers, start looking into international A-level papers.
So not the legacy papers then?
Legacy papers is an addition after you looked at the international.
But the format of the questions, are they similar?
I think the international papers are quite similar to the new spec papers, in a sense that they are now obviously trying to be quite similar to it, because they're now running at the same time now. So look at the recent international papers. And then once you've done all of that, then you can go back, and try the others.
So just quickly, just to reiterate that. So UK students look at the international papers as well as the UK papers to get that extra boost in your revision.